Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the British royal family, and today I'll be talking about Harry. So, Harry's arrival in the UK, it was said to have been a complete disaster for him, with him being booed while entering St Paul's Cathedral, and also booed on the way out. There were various groups of people, and a small group were booing. One person within this small group yelled traitor and other stuff which I couldn't make out. A group were clapping and cheering, and some seemed quite emotional about him being there. And many people were saying that this is rent-a-crowd, probably because they were nearer to him than the ones who were booing. He did look as if he was anticipating the boos, so it's being asked, why did he bother coming? It would have been a lot worse if Meghan was there. I think the boos would have overwhelmed any cheering. Also, there were people who were just passing by who stopped and joined in with the boos and then just went on their way, which then fired up and encouraged those who were continuing to boo even more loudly. As the boos got louder, so the paid cheering did, but in general it wasn't an impressive crowd at all, not that many there. A TV announcer was quite emotional talking about it and very positive about him being there. Someone was shouting, and it sounded to me like "you traitor," and also "F off Harry" was also heard. There were also a few whistles, and by that I mean not people whistling, but people with whistles. It was said that they were probably trying to drown out the jeers and the boos. Whistles are not a positive thing in the UK, unlike the US. I think that they were intended as a negative, but it's possible that they were there to drown out the boos. Some are saying that King Charles is not looking good by denying his son just a few minutes, and has done this twice so far. I would say that he has no choice. He has to do it this way. Someone else also shouted the negative word aimed at Harry, beginning with W and ending with ER. There were those saying that it was not booing, but it was people going woohoo or woo. But this is the UK here. We don't tend to go woo, we tend to go hooray, or some even go hurrah. And nowadays there's not so much of the hip hip hooray, but I have heard it. Few people would say woo, and a few might go yay, but not woo, and that was definitely boo. And this is getting more and more ridiculous. So a cordon was put up which drew more people because they wanted to see what was going on. One woman's very loud boo echoed across the courtyard area and got people fired up. Pretenders was also shouted, as in 3 syllables, pre-ten-ders, obviously referring to Harry and Meghan, both of them. I thought there would have been more of the boos, but they did increase by the time he got to the top of the stairs. There were not enough people there to make the level of cheering that was claimed to have happened, I think. It was said that the audio had been added from the Queen's Jubilee. It sounded exactly the same, but there were not enough people to make that level of noise. And if you look at different news reports of this, there are different levels of cheering, and some sound like a much larger crowd. I do think that the audio has been altered to make us think that it was a successful visit. So the media wanted us to think that there were many people there, and there weren't. Apparently there were more press there than there were fans, and most people that booed were just passers-by that joined in. And most of these people were tourists because the people of London were mostly at work. The weirdest thing of all was the Spencer family, the late Princess Diana's sister and brother, being there to support Harry. So, the negative jeers and boos were not overwhelming. You can just about hear them. And now all the talk is about their Nigeria trip. So I'll make a video on that next. What did you think of Harry's visit? And what could you hear in the shouting? So many people heard different things. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.